that off. I don't want Twitch
Well,
to
God,
ban
what?
us.
Oh my, you had some naughty stuff up.
It's a nice
Whoopsie.
picture, okay?
Naughty,
goodness.
naughty.
You dirty girl. Dirty girl.
It's a pretty picture. Shush.
You should be fine. Should be. So, last time, do you remember what happened?
A lot of shopping.
Lily got drunk.
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
got
what I was informed.
nunchaku.
And we returned the girl.
The doggy and me left.
That was a few times ago.
Yeah, that was the session before last.
I don't know anymore, Nick. My days blend.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Huh. I gotta fix that.
A little bit. So, yeah. Last time you guys did some shopping, went about your own personal businesses. You guys remember where you ended up when we ended session? Because I do not.
I was going to
You guys are
Innovation
racist.
Avenue.
And the rest of us were still at the weapon shop. Zeke had just picked up his nunchucks, and I had just handed over the little ramshackle hidden blade blueprints that I had found in my pockets after daydreaming back in the very beginning of session.
And I'm trying to convince the gnome to let me buy that, to do something for him for that shield.
Oh yeah, that's where we left off.
I want the shiny.
That's where we actually left off with the shield.
Right.
And the
Fucking shield.
I want the shiny.
Alexis, would you be able to give yourself push to talk so we're not hearing those people talking in the background the entire time we have session?
No. Fine. Yes. Hold on.
You know, because, yeah, that makes it hard to listen to everybody. Okay. So, I should probably put on some ambient music for you guys.
I should probably actually turn on my music.
I should buy a boat.
There we go.
Trying to remember which one it is, sorry. So, you're attempting to convince him to give you the shield.
Mm-hmm. No, not give me the shield. I will work for it.
He'll sell his body for the shield.
I will not.
Okay. And then Pandora and Henwin, you guys are currently in the middle of a forest that you've never seen before in your lives. You guys spend a night there trying to figure a way out to go somewhere. We're gonna start with you two. You guys are in the middle of a forest that you guys don't recognize after that flash of light. It's about the same time of the day as when you guys left.
Should I be able to see the forest, or are we in the imagination zone?
We are in the imagination zone currently.
That's my favorite place.
So, yeah, you guys are in the middle of a forest and looking about. It's pine trees is what it looks like, so possibly mountainous terrain nearby. You guys can't see any mountains because the trees are pretty tall around you. Yeah, what do you two do in an unknown terrain after being teleported there for some reason? And And if you're talking Lux, you need to unmute yourself.
She's trying to figure out push to talk. Hold on.
Okay. Alright, it's beautiful.
Imagination.
Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh my god, so stupid. Okay, come back to us. We're actually gonna move locations really quick because this is annoying.
Okay. Then, Lula.
BRB, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. You wandered off from the blacksmith and we're going where? To Innovation Avenue for...
She was looking for a loot, and then she was going to find the jewelers for some moonstones.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yay! See how tonight goes. This should go wonderfully, right?
Definitely.
Okay, 14 ain't bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, you walk down the streets that you are the squares of the town, leading out towards the western side of it. And you do see a couple places, what looks to be the signs, one with a jewel on them, a couple of different buildings while you're walking down the street. None of them seem to have a name on them, just the sign with a jewel. And you do find kind of in the back of an alley, just kind of hidden away, a instrument tuner, a person who specializes in fixing and repairing broken instruments, possibly making them as well.
Okay. I would say who's, what, the individual running the shop?
Which do you go to first, the jeweler or
the tuner first?
Okay. It's an older human, female with long gray hair. Goes down to maybe her back, lower, like upper, like right where the tramp stamp would be. Brain couldn't think of where that was.
Lower back.
Yes.
The lumbar.
You know where Nick's mind is tonight.
Yeah. Yes. But she has her hair braided, so it's probably longer than that. And she is sitting on what looks to be a bar stool behind a counter, with what looks to be a completely dismantled lute in front of her that she is currently looks to be restringing or remaking the front plate of it for the... Hello. Did you need something, young miss?
Oh, yes, actually, I was looking for, a loop to possibly purchase. Something to complement, my viol, and she'll, point over on her pack where she keeps her viol safe.
Might I look it over and see if I might have something on hand?
Of course, and she'll take it out. It definitely appears as an older model, rather beaten up. It's seen better days, but it's still very pretty. The symbol of saloon etched into the front plate of it.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that as she's looking it over, she sees how worn it is, how long you've possibly had it, and she notices the symbol of saloon etched into the front of the viol. And you're looking for something with a similar symbol on it?
Not necessarily the symbol, just something to complement it.
Okay. I do have something that... Is it a darker wood or lighter wood for your viol?
I'd say more of a medium.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
I am great at this.
Supposed to be. I do have some loots of beechwood, and I do have one that came in recently. Family heirloom. Father had died, so the son was selling it off for reasons. It's of a dark mahogany wood, if you would like to look at those.
I would, thank you.
Yeah, she pulls out two lighter loots. One almost looks like white with the color of the wood. The other one's a yellowish white with striations going through it, and the last one is a very deep brown, very shiny. It looks like she just maybe last couple of days finished redoing it and resetting it up as a viable instrument rather than just an heirloom. It is a very beautiful instrument in front of you.
I'll try them out one at a time just to get a feel for the sound.
Okay.
Can't go off looks alone.
Yeah. Playing all three of them. The lighter two give a slightly higher pitch. They don't seem to resonate as much as you would want for a lute. Whereas the deeper mahogany, actually, when you play it, seems to fill the entire room with the music. You hear it, like you can hear the music coming from the instrument, but it also seems to play off of the walls somehow to make it sound like it's not just coming from there, but from everywhere in the room at the same time.
She'll look it over. How much for it?
Give me a quick second as she looks it over and thinks about the amount of labor and love that was put into it.
Defy the DM's expectations. Buy the crappier one.
I know, right? Just 20 silver for this one.
She does look a bit surprised at that, but okay. And she'll hand over this 20 silver.
All right. So yeah, you hand the silver over. She hands over the beautifully made and carved mahogany lute. It's a pleasure doing business with you, young miss. Was there anything else I could help you with? Perhaps maybe cleaning up your vial?
She could use some love and care. She's a hand-me-down after all. If you wouldn't mind.
Not at all. Just 2 silver for the service.
All right. When can I pick it up?
Well, I have this one that I'm working on right now, so the day after tomorrow.
That would be fine. I'm going to be in town for a while, so. Thank you very much. And she'll put the loot away and.
You're most welcome. And your name was?
Lula Moon.
I don't know, Lulu. In a couple days when it's done, I'll have it ready for you.
Thank you again. And she'll head out and start for the jewelers.
Alright. Yeah. there's like 5 or 6 different jewelers on Innovation Avenue.
Oh.
Did you want to go to a specific kind of jeweler?
She's just looking for she's specifically looking for moonstones. Someone who might have them.
Okay. So yeah, as you're walking down the avenue, you do notice that one of the signs is slightly the way that the gem is carved into the wood is slightly different than the rest of them. Not sure what exactly it means, but it catches your eye, and you head in there. And inside it's kind of like a long hallway, maybe 10, 15 feet wide by like 30 or 40 feet. It just keeps going back. And you see maybe 20 feet in front of you, there's a table on both sides, taking up the entire, like 5 feet on both sides of you, going all the way to this counter. You just see like tables and shelves of gems. They're all pretty small, nothing big that would be worth like the most value you see here would probably be like 20 gold at most, 25 gold. At least for the gems that you see in front of you. Sitting at, actually there is actually nobody at the counter at the moment as you enter. And you see, like as you're starting to look through the gems, see if you could find maybe some moonstones. You hear a creak as a door opens and somebody comes, an older, looks to be elven, maybe half elven. The ears aren't as long and pointed as some elves that you've met. Gentleman enters from behind the counter and notices your presence and takes a seat and watches you as you look over his wares.
I probably look more like one of those kids who's bound to get in trouble.
Probably. Go ahead and make an investigation. See if you find any of his moonstones. Okay. Yeah, you do notice that he's got a pretty big, pretty large table set aside specifically for various gems and such. Other than, diamonds and not alchemical, arcane materials. And you do notice that he's got maybe 30 pinky nail to thumbnail sized moonstones.
She'll approach the counter and just, good day, sir.
Hello. Young one, what are you looking for?
Moonstones, rainbow moonstones. They're a bit of a collector's item for me.
Really? Well, you looking for rainbow moonstones specifically?
Yes, they're... I found they're sometimes hard to come by depending on where I am.
Right, I think I only have 1 or 2 in the back.
I don't need them very big, just and she'll kind of measure out what her old ones were like with her hands. About that big? Rather
right,
small.
Yeah, I've only got 1 or 2, so I'd have to go back, check, see what they are, see how big they are, come back up, let you know. Did you need them to be polished or just rough?
If they are polished, that would be nice, but if not, that's okay too.
All right, I'll go see what I've got. And he walks back into the back area. Door closes behind him, and he's gone for maybe a 25-30 seconds. Was there anything you wanted to try to do while he was gone, or you good?
Just peek in the cases, not go too far from.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much everything you see in here is gems. Cut, raw, rough. Yeah. It's just a whole bunch of gems. But yeah, he comes back out after you kind of look around a little bit with two roughly ping pong ball sized moonstones, rainbow moonstones, and he puts them onto the counter in front of him. I've got these two. Gonna run you about 5 gold apiece, size, clarity, and one of them, they've both already been cut. So.
That's fine. And she'll rummage through her bag a bit since she doesn't have a lot of gold on her, but she'll put the 10 gold on the counter once she's found it.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. And he'll take the 10 gold and enjoy.
She'll take the moonstones and put them in her special pouch for those. Thank you. If you don't mind, could you tell me anywhere else that may have similar stones? I mean, I know there's quite a few here, but I'm not exactly from the city.
Well, most of the other jewelers on this street, they focus mainly on just arcane materials in terms of gems or making accessories out of them. I'm the only person on this, actually, I think I'm the only person in town, actually, that actually cuts the gems, takes the rough gems and cuts them. So, if you want to try and find some cut gems that are in accessories, you can certainly go ahead and look through the other people's. I don't know if they have the rainbow moonstones that you're looking for, but he kind of shrugs.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a good day.
You too, little one. And he watches you leave. And you're back out on the dusty streets of Tisra.
Yeah. Happy with at least a bit of her prospects. She's going to probably go back to the World's End and start on what she was planning to do when it came to the children. Talk to them, take notes, find out if maybe she can find out where they've come from and hopefully get them home.
Okay. So, yeah, you head over to the World's End. Zeke, you're currently talking to, it was Orin that you were talking to, right?
That's the dwarf, right?
Dwarf is Ulfgar. The Orin's the gnome.
Yes, I'm talking to the gnome.
Okay. Yeah, so asked him if there was anything that you could possibly do to get the shields. Did you roll a persuasion? I don't think I had you do one, so go ahead and roll me one.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I don't either, so go ahead and roll a new one.
Yeah, persuasion. Now, mind you, that's with the +6.
Yeah, I don't particularly have anything I need taken care of. I got a friend over on the docks who's been complaining about something when we go drink, but I mean, if you want to see if you can help him out so that way he stops bitching when we drink together, that'd be nice.
I mean, I can definitely go try and maybe I can persuade him to assist me in purchasing the shield.
I mean, he's lost at least 3 different fishermen, so I'm pretty sure he'll be happy if somebody could take care of his problem.
Okay, I'm not really the fishing type. I'm more the smack things in the face type.
I figured that with the axe and the nunchucks. I think this is a problem that you can take care of. It's just why I'm suggesting it to you. I don't know the details because I don't really pay attention to them because I'm drinking. But yeah.
Trust me, I know your pain.
So, and you want to see if Ulfgar can do this? He looks down at the piece of paper with the rough sketch on it.
Yes, it would be very nice. I awoke one day with this in my pocket and it looks interesting.
This is... See, here's the problem I have with this. I work for the Vizier. I work for the General. This looks very much like something used to kill people and not be found out about it.
No, it's for opening letters.
Yes, it is a wrist-mounted letter opener. I get a lot of fan mail, you see.
Go ahead and give me a deception check with advantage, because Zeke trying to help you out with that.
You know, I feel good about this one.
Okay.
Yeah!
Okay. I mean... If... Here's what I'll do. If I hear about this, any kind of wound that is like this, I'm not going to keep your secret.
That is perfectly fair. I do not intend it for use within the city.
Alright, then. As long as we have that, then it is a wrist-mounted letter opener, for all I care.
Rob
Come
will
back
wink
tomorrow.
a finger gun from the shoulder.
Come back tomorrow. I'm going to see if he can make it. If he can, I'll give you a price and let you know how long it'll take.
Trico just nod at him. Thank you, friend. I look forward to seeing your friend's ingenuity.
Yeah. He's kind of giving you the weird side eye as you guys are finishing up the little bits of conversation. But yeah, go see if you can help out my friend. He'll probably let me know, or just let him know Oren sent you, and yeah. You can find him over at No Last Call. He's usually getting his ass drunk over there.
Gotcha.
After the conversation turned to Zeke, so are we done here?
Yeah, we're done. We're done for today.
So I know we had Faint with us, and Thorin's not here yet. So
As you guys are...
do we just leave him here?
I will say that he has done what he needs to do in the shop, and when he gets here, we'll deal with it then.
Okay.
But yeah, as the 3 of you head out of the shop, since Pandora and Henwin are here now, we can go over to them in the middle of the forest.
Nature.
Okay.
So you guys find yourselves pine trees surrounding you for as far as you can really see. There's pine needles strewn about the forest floor.
I have a
it's just
question. We have our equipment, right? Or no?
You have all of your things on you.
Cool. Alright, Hanlon, what kind of mess did we get into now?
Do we have any, like, discernible way to figure out where we are?
Hanlon, you're a dog. Sniff out where we are.
Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Okay. do the quick thing? I just click on it?
Yeah.
Is it just Henwin rolling for survival?
Well, it is Henwin rolling with advantage because you're assisting him with trying to figure out where the fuck you guys are. Looking up to the sky, it looks to be about noonish. You can't really see the sun. The trees are kind of blocking it out. Sun looks like it's off on the western side of the sky somewhere. Kind of giving the sky a little bit of an orangish tint to it at the moment. But you, looking around, you've never been in a place like this. It doesn't look familiar at all. And you can't really, like, sun's on the western side, looks like it's starting to set, possibly. So that's west. That's about as much as you can figure out.
Fantastic. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what this course of action.
You guys
So,
want to just try and sit still and wait and see if anything happens?
Do bad things happen at night?
You don't know. Do you want to wait until night and see?
Yeah, we'll wait till night to see.
Okay. So you guys sit and wait for a couple of hours. Still dusk. Sun is still setting. You wait a couple more hours. Sun is still setting. You wait a few more hours. Sun's still setting.
Okay, I'm over this.
Yeah. You guys wait for about almost 8 hours, and the sun never actually sets while you guys are sitting waiting for it.
That's strange.
That is. Well, let's start. I'm like trying to think, like, I guess we can start heading towards west to see if we can get out of this forest.
Okay. So you guys just follow where that direction is. All right, yeah. You guys continue walking for about 3 hours, just walking in that direction. The forest doesn't really change around you overly much. It's just more forest. The sun never sets while you guys are walking.
Do we even seem like it's getting any, like, further
Doesn't seem like
closer?
it's getting any darker. Doesn't seem like it's getting any brighter. The entire time you guys are walking.
I'm gonna cut into a tree just to mark it.
Okay. Yeah, you cut into the tree, making a small little symbol that you know of and would recognize. And you guys continue walking for about another hour. And Pandora, you start feeling like the entire time you guys are walking, you never cross that same symbol, so you probably make another couple symbols just to be sure. But you feel a weird pulsing in your chest, like in tandem with your heartbeat, but then it starts getting louder than your heartbeat. And when she kind of stops a little bit as she feels that, and you look over to her as her pace slows, and you see the orange light that had essentially brought you guys here starting to glow in her chest, and then consume both of your visions. Could both of you make me a wisdom saving throw? Pandora, you have advantage on it.
Oh, it was just that fast, huh?
Yeah.
What kind? Oh, wisdom throw. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys both, the flash of orange light, and it's daytime, you guys are standing in the middle of a street. You see Lula Moon right in front of you. You guys aren't where you left. And you have no recollection of being in a forest for 12 hours.
What?
So we know that we weren't there, but we don't know where we went. Is that what you're
You have
saying?
no idea where you went, and you know that you're not in the same place that you were when the flash happened.
Am I still like? Are we still in the same places?
You guys are kind of, Pandora, you're maybe 5 feet behind Henwin, and Lula Moon, you just see Henwin appear next to you, and Pandora behind you as a flash of orange light just erupts around you.
Yeah!
I'm just gonna wave at everybody.
It's
You
just.
guys are a little bit of a spectacle in the middle of the street right now.
Lula, what happened?
That's what I'd like to know. Where have you two been?
The only thing there was interrogating. I don't feel so good. I fall down onto the side of the road and just sit.
Yeah. You're feeling a little tired. A lot of tired. A lot of tired.
I start
You
vomiting.
too, Henwin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill out too. Maybe not the vomiting though.
Maybe we ought to get you guys back to, the world's end. I'm on my way there now.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know where my legs are.
Alright.
Lula, carry me.
I'm about a
My
third
arms
your
up.
height and you expect me to carry you.
I don't
I'd
even
pay
care if
to
you drag
see that.
me at this point right now, Lula. I can't move.
Would you pay more than for the shield?
What
Would
I
you
wouldn't
give
give for what I wouldn't give for Big B's hand right now. She's just gonna try and help her up and I guess just lean
Carry
on
her.
me. I'm just gonna say lean on me. Just try not to fall on me, please.
Oh, Lula, that's precious. You're like up to my hip. It's not even leading.
You're using her like a very short cane.
I was gonna say,
That's
how
so
tall are
cute.
you, Pandora?
6 foot something.
She's 2'8".
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
even to my hip. You're like to my shin.
Don't ask the almost 9-foot dog person. It's fine.
Yeah, no, they're tired too. Don't ask them.
Be a good boy. Come here.
Am I well enough to carry?
You're tired, but you're not as tired as Pandora seems to be. Like, she doesn't seem like she can really move at all.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
I realize mostly in this game I'm being carried by random giant men.
Usually, you can have her on your shoulder and just kind of have her lean against you as you guys walk. Try to pick her up, but you can't. Your arms are a little too wobbly for her, and you don't trust them. But you guys are able to make your way slowly, very slowly, to the world's end. While you guys are doing that, you guys make it over there. No seeming issues.
Are we just going directly into the room, or do we have to deal with the innkeeper?
I mean, you guys enter. Silmer notices you, Lula. Welcome back. You see the kids are pretty much running or wandering about the tavern. Some of them seem to be at a table playing some kind of game. You're not entirely sure what it is.
It's
What?
Fortnite. It better
You
not be
two have a
Fortnite.
seat. I'll see about food, and we'll go from there.
Don't worry, Lula. All I need is a nice pint of ale.
You're getting food.
Ale! I throw up again.
The Goliath woman just kind of sighs and shakes her head at this. I have something that can do both for you. And she pushes over a mug to you, Pandora, that looks like alcohol, has a slight whitish color to it.
Pandora takes it and throws it back and drinks it as fast as she possibly can.
You chug it. Go ahead and make me a Constitution save.
Constitution?
Yeah. Okay. You keep it down. It burns really bad. And as soon as it hits your stomach, you feel completely full.
Nice. Thank you, giant woman. And I slam my head onto the tavern because I don't feel onto the bar because I don't feel well still.
You don't. You really don't. The other two? Lily, you're wanting to get food?
I was wanting to get food for them. Henwin, go ahead and order something. I've got something I need to take care of.
Ooh, okay. Is there a menu? What's the menu? What's on the menu?
I mean, what do you want?
Meat.
I can do meat. Just give me about half an hour so I can cook it, and I'll get you some.
Yes, she can.
God damn it.
Okay.
How did I know that was about to happen?
Shut up, you're not here.
But it's Lula Moon heard it in the back of her mind, having been there.
Goodness.
Pandora sits back up, throws up to the side of her stool, wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, and then pets Hedwin and tells him how good of a boy he is.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
I'm curious,
Fill
how good
the
a boy
beans.
is he?
What?
So you guys sit at the bar waiting for food while Pandora slowly vomits and pets the wolf. Lila, where are you going and what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna set up at I'm gonna get the parchment, my quill, ink out, and start talking to the children, get information, family, where they come from. If any of them are from outside the city, hope to try and help them get home. That's pretty much her goal right now.
Okay, so you're being CPS agent. All right, got it. Go ahead and roll me. I'll say, do you have proficiency in investigation?
I do not.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me just a straight charisma check then.
Okay, this will go great. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Okay, talking to the kids, most of them remember where they came from, where their family was. They give you their names, their family, the names of their parents that they remember, or that are still alive. The boy and the girl, the two humans, they remember their families. They don't want to go back to their families. Neither one of them. They would rather, if you ask them about it, they say they would rather stay here with Silmer than go back to their families.
She's not going to press any further for the time being and come back to them. At this point, after questioning all of them, would she notice Joyce missing?
Yeah, Joyce is not there at all.
Where's Joyce?
Oh, her, mother came and picked her up.
What?
Her family came and picked her up and took her home. The human and the tall green man, they were the ones that came and with her?
No, it was the cat.
Was it just Fate?
Yeah, Tall Green Man was waiting for Gnome
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
forever.
So, yeah, then she'll say just the cat.
Tari-
Big day.
Tariq and I'm going to kill them. She'll
Why?
leave her stuff she leaves her stuff basically in the bar, loot, pack everything, and heads out to find Tariq and Faint.
Okay. You head out of the tavern. Pandora and Henwin, you just see the tiny little halfling bolt out of the tavern after this short conversation with the bartender. You guys just say fuck it and sit here and wait?
Henwin, go follow Lula. I'm gonna sit here and throw up some more.
But me. Okay.
I'll give you
Yeah.
a piece of jerky.
Okay. All right. I'm gone.
I toss it.
He'll get food when he
Alright.
gets back.
Speaking of, Zeke and Tariq, where are you guys heading to?
Well, we just left the armory, and we'd be chatting a little. Guess I'd be directionally.
You're
He seemed to
breaking
have
up
more
during
of a
that.
plan. All right. Zeke seemed to have more of a plan of where we were going, so I'm just following him and chatting.
Okay.
I'm just off to go take care of business.
So down to no last call then?
Down to no last call.
Alright.
I guess on our walk back. So Zeke, what are they gonna make you do to get your hands on Shield?
I don't think you understand me that well. I don't care what they ask me to do. I want that shield. I will do whatever is necessary to get that shield.
Even prostitution?
I mean, stupid. I mean,
I just
get
looked-
that, friend. I am offering you my help. I can't be the only one running around with a shield. Everyone will jump behind me when bad things happen.
Listen, it's not so much the fact that I want a shield.
I know. It's shiny, and they said no. Those are your favorite things.
No. It's not that they said no. It's just that it's shiny.
You know, I'm okay with this too. It still accomplishes the goal of me not being the go-to guardian. So we can
Besides
share
the
the
fact-
burden.
We've also seen what happens when people try and hide behind me.
Yes, it ends very badly. So I guess we're going back to no last call for now and finding this person you were said to help.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, what was that guy's name? I forgot to write it down.
He didn't tell you. He just said it was his friend who was over at the bar. He was a fisher.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can work
Drunk
with this.
fisher. Drunk fisher. That's what we're looking for. A drunk fisherman.
Nick, real quick, what's the dwarf's name again? The gnome's name?
The gnome was Orin.
Orin. Right.
Like your favorite Final Fantasy X character.
Orin. Pimp slap!
Orryn.
Oh, I was going to spell it like the berry in Pokemon. Oran.
That's exactly how I already spelled it.
Well,
I don't need to know how it's spelled, I just need to know how to pronounce it.
fair
We're
enough.
wandering our way to the bar.
So yeah, you guys make your way back to the bar. No issues. You go in. It's fairly empty. There's maybe 3 people in here at the moment. One is at the bar drinking. The other 2 are at a booth table together, seeming to have breakfast, lunch at this time.
Okay, do any of them look hammered?
The one at the bar.
I think that's our
I'm
guy.
gonna go right to him and sit right next to him.
All right, you sit down.
And I'm gonna turn and face him and stare at him until he acknowledges my presence.
I'm gonna follow.
It takes a good
not sit
3
down,
minutes.
and just stand and eye the other places nearby.
I'm just gonna keep staring at him until he turns.
It takes a good 3 minutes before he notices your presence. What do you want, big green man?
You know, Oren?
Oren, I'm a drinking buddy, yeah.
You a fisherman?
I mean, when the fish are biting and not trying to eat me, yeah.
Then I'm the answer to your problems.
He squints at you. Really?
Oren sent me to handle things. Then I'm gonna stand up to my full height and just kind of hold the nunchucks around my neck.
Yeah, his head just follows, very drunken. Just.
I fix things. What's wrong?
Well, there's a out in the bay out there. There's a big ass shark trying to eat my people every time we go diving for pearls.
For what?
Pearls.
Pearls. I thought you said burls. I was very confused.
What are pearls?
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know. You said it first.
Okay. Big ass shark to get slapped. I can do that.
Really?
Yes. But I need you
He's
to
looking at
understand
you
something.
dumbfounded.
But I need you to understand something. I don't fix things for nothing.
Okay. What do you need?
If I bring you a dead shark, you pay me. Okay?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage because he's drunk as fuck right now. He nods his head. Oh, whatever you want. I'll do it.
All right. I'll see you in about 2 hours tops. And I walk out the bar.
Tariq's just got chuckle and follow behind him. Oh,
All
this
right.
sounds like it'll be easy.
Wait. Before we leave, I just say that as we reach the door, and I turn right around and walk back to the bar. And I just kind of stand at the bar, leaning with my elbows on said bar, waiting for a bartender.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Waiting at the door, watching. Like, really? Tony-chan, hurry up.
Why? I'm having fun side questing.
Oh no, we're fine. I want him to appear before Lula intersects us so that he can actually say things.
I think Nick's gonna hold off on that till he's available.
I hope so, because that'll
Okay.
be good.
So there's the bartender today, since it's about lunch, would be him. Okay, so it's a human, male with dirty blonde hair, fairly short, and light blue eyes. Same skin color as everyone else in Tizra, because sun beats down hard. He's also wearing the forest green button-up shirt with tan pants that you see most of the people in the last call who work there wear.
Buck?
Can I help you?
Buck?
No, my name's Eric.
Okay. Well, Mr. Eric, I need 2 Tariq, you thirsty?
Yeah, I'll take something.
3 pints of ale.
Okay, coming right up, and he pours 3 for you and gives them to you for 6 silver.
Okay. I pay the man, and beckon for Tariq to get back over here.
I'll come back over and pick up one of the ales.
And then I proceed to chug.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna chug the one while he chugs his two.
Both
I
of
know
you go
we're
ahead and
about
give
to
me
head
con
out.
saves. Chugging some alcohol before fun,
Before diving to fight a fish.
essentially.
Con save, you said?
Oh wait, that was just a con roll. Add 3 to either of those.
Okay.
Well, you know, roll. There we go.
Zeke, you're starting to feel it. Chugging them back to back. Tariq, you're doing just fine.
Cool.
Just a little bit
All
of a buzz.
Good.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna need that. And we head to the docks.
All right. As you guys are exiting the No Last Call, Lula, because that's the first place you are going to check for them, because that's the common point for all of you. You guys do see Lula Moon approaching you at Aberg.
Tariq's going to poke Zeke and say, "Quick run!"
You also see Pandora and the giant wolfman behind her.
I think it was just
Or, wait,
Henwin.
The wolfman, sorry, just the
Tariq's
wolfman.
gonna sound slightly more urgent.
Oh yeah, I
Let's
thought
get this done
mine.
quickly.
Yeah, just the wolfman.
You don't want them cutting in on our score, do you?
Tariq, how much do you weigh?
Oh dear Lord, I don't remember. Let me check my bio. 190.
I'm gonna pick him up and break out into a full sprint.
Make me an athletics check.
Can I help him anyway by being okay with this?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Apparently you can. Yeah, you hop onto his back and he just starts bolting. You're just like a secondary backpack on him. Zeke, you don't have to go very far to get to the docks. You guys bolt for maybe 12 seconds and you're there.
I have to roll this. Did she see us?
Lula, go ahead and give. Lula, you as you're walking towards as you turn the corner and start walking towards the entrance to No Last Call, you see Tariq, you see Zeke, you see Zeke pick up Tariq, and you see them run. They just run in the opposite direction of where you're at.
Henwin, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Would you be opposed to carrying me towards them?
Oh man, am I fast enough for this? How do I check that?
Your speed?
Are we gonna have a high-speed chase?
What is your speed?
I don't know,
Probably not.
you're exhausted last I checked still.
Oh yeah.
Tired.
Or just tired, no exhaustion.
Yeah, no exhaustion points.
Can I? Oh, okay. So I'm okay.
So, what's your speed, Docky?
Where the heck is my speed?
Above your
Yeah,
hit
but
points.
Right up on top of your on the core
Oh,
page.
there it is. It's 30.
I'm faster than you. My speed is 40.
Yeah.
Thank God, 5th level barbarian.
But as
Well, I
you're
might
asking,
have some stuff for this.
I mean, he has a dog.
Yeah, but that didn't help Mr. Catman. He got exhausted by running on all fours carrying her.
so
Yeah, but
as
Mr.
you're asking him this, Lula, and Henwin, you're kind of thinking, looking at how far away he is, and kind of calculating in your head. You see them stop at the edge of where the water starts and the street stops, as they've arrived at their destination. As you guys were having this conversation.
Tariq's gonna facepalm and be like, "Let's just get in the boat and go."
You guys jump in a boat and head off into the.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I might
We're
have
stealing a
some
boat.
swim.
Why not? We're stealing a boat.
No, we're gonna take his boat. Did we remember which boat's his?
He never told us. So
You guys
just grab
didn't
the
ask.
boat.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Zeke. With
Do I gain
advantages.
assistance?
Yeah, you have assistance from the football or the backpack.
Football? No,
Football in your
remove
arm.
the football.
Tariq is actually a backpack right now, not a football.
Mine's football. Thanks, coach.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of different rowboats that you could probably jump into and start rowing out. They're loosely tied onto the dock to keep them from getting taken away with the tide. But
Oh wait, and is Fane separate from us, or is he still with? He was with us before.
I will say that he's stayed back in the last call.
Okay.
At the moment.
Double checking.
Can I?
All right. So, oh, go ahead, Docky.
Can I grab Lula, run to the docks, and throw her into the rowboat? Is that an option?
You can certainly try.
How far can you get in the time it takes to get to the docks? If we just
Okay.
first we can.
I might not be fast enough, but I think I'm strong enough to throw her far enough because I don't think they can row.
Zeke and Henwin, I need you both to roll initiative for me.
I
Sorry,
need her,
what?
Because
I need her to be okay with this first.
You need to see who's going to be moving first.
Roll what?
Initiative.
Initiative,
Oh.
yeah.
Sorry. Anna started coughing when you asked.
Sorry.
Oh, that's sabotage. She's trying to sabotage our efforts, man. We see how you play now.
15's a tolerable score. Also, honey, I'm sorry you keep getting thrown around.
I don't mind being thrown. Again, I don't mind being thrown parallel to the ground. It's when I go vertical that's the problem.
Oh, come on. That was hilarious.
Well, don't be a football.
Wow.
I'm the halfling.
Okay.
When you're the halfling or the gnome, it's a thing.
So, Henwin, you pick her up and you use your movement and you use your action to dash, so that way you can get a little bit closer with a little bit more chance of actually making it in for your turn. So that way that's you getting a lot closer. And then, Zeke, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check to see if you're capable of untying the boat before he gets closer. This is a fucking tough knot, man. I mean, you've seen some knots in your days, but Jesus, this knot that they used for this one. Okay, Hedwin, go ahead and roll me an athletics check as you throw Lulamoon.
Exactly.
Just keep me horizontal with the ground. That's all I ask.
Okay. All right, I got this.
What was your question, Zach?
Oh, my question was, can I just take out the chakram that I have and cut it?
So as you're pulling out the chakram, you see Henwin bolting towards the rowboat that you guys are in, taking Lulamoon in one hand and throwing her towards you guys in the general vicinity of you guys.
Tariq's gonna see this and see that we're going too slow and be like, Plan B, and cast invisibility on himself.
On
Okay.
himself, that's it too.
And Zeke, you pull it out and cut the rope and start rowing out. Lula, can you go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
No problem.
Okay. So the throw was horrible. He almost he overthrew you way too far. And you almost end up in the ocean. But you're able to catch onto a lamp that's on the near the end of the dock of the pier that you guys are next to, that you guys are currently leaving from, and you see the rowboat starting to leave the dock as you're just kind of hanging about 10 feet off the ground on a lamppost.
Tariq, you better get back here. You have some explaining to do.
Tariq's gonna
Tariq?
stay quiet because he's invisible. He is on the boat. He is in fact on the boat, but he's invisible. But he's gonna stay quiet.
Tariq, why do you run?
Because the little one is crazy. I'll talk more when we get further out.
Okay.
How far away are they?
Rowing, they're maybe 30 feet out from the pier at the moment, if you wanted to catch up to Lila. And help her down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so you catch up to her. They're about 60 feet out from the dock. If you wanted to try and attempt to throw her again, you could.
No, I don't think I could do it.
Okay. But yeah, you see Tariq and Zeke just rowing out into the middle of the harbor.
Can I give a power row and then wave to them?
Yeah. You power
And
row.
then shoot them
You see
finger
wave.
guns and continue rowing.
You see the wave. You're not sure what he's doing after that. It looks weird. He's a little too far away for you to actually make out what he's doing with the finger guns. But you do see him wave.
Nice. So we're far enough out they can't disrupt this point.
You
Are we
think?
stealing a boat or what?
So Tariq is going to, on the quieter side of things now that we're about 60 feet from him, tells Zeke,
No.
me and Faint, Mr. Kittyman, we took Joyce back, his mom, to come get her at the shelter.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Yes, but this is after Lula blew up at Buck, accusing him of, and Pandora accused him of selling her and all this other...
I wasn't there for any of those conversations.
I know, this is me filling you in.
Wait,
So-
what did I accuse somebody of selling someone? Oh, are you talking about Buck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We returned. So I went back, met with her mother, found out things weren't as she assumed, actually observed for a while, talked between all of them, and got her back to her mother. And we kind of did this all while she was drunk at your girlfriend's bar. And never told
I
her.
remember that. She got tanked.
Yeah, and we kind of never told. And been sort of avoiding it for now. As you can see, she's kind of mad. So I figured it's better to delay it until we can get Faint in here too, to,
Listen, if she gets too angry and you need to get her away from you, I've got 3 words for you. Kick the baby!
Baby!
She fell right into it. Okay, I kicked the baby. So now that the tension's dropped down a little bit, what are we doing again?
Do you have rations on you?
Hmm?
Do you have
What?
rations on?
Yeah,
Ration.
rations.
Can I get one?
Tosses him a ration out of one of my satchels.
And I'm gonna just throw it in the water and look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Rations are like bread and meat and stuff.
The meat rations.
Yeah.
You will be smart and use meat rations.
You toss them out there, and you watch it sit on the surface of the water for a little bit and then sink.
No differences in the water or anything like that.
You don't notice anything.
I'm gonna have to go punch a shark. I was hoping I could do this easy.
I'll man the boat for you. Good luck. If you need help, get some rope ready.
Throw the rope before or after?
I'm prepping rope to not be attached to him, but like, do we have something we can make a life preserver, or does it have a life preserver here?
I mean, there's
Some sort-
oars and
Just
like 50 feet of rope and an anchor at the
Okay.
end of it.
I will tie the rope around his waist and say, if you need help, 3 sharp tugs.
Tariq, I'm a big boy. You really think you can get me out the water?
I'm not gonna pull you out the water. I just know to run there.
Okay.
If we need to abandon mission, just let me know.
So I'm going to grab my nunchucks in one hand and dive.
All right. You dive into the water, looking around as you guys are maybe 100, 200 feet out from the shoreline. Go ahead and give me a perception check in the water.
I really wish I was level for this because then I could breathe underwater.
With disadvantage because it's seawater and it looks like shit in here. It is foggy. Like you can see maybe 5-6 feet in front of you, with how much silt and dirt is kicked up through in this area of the harbor. Give me a second.
Okay. Oh. Because I have a plan. It's a stupid plan, but it's a plan.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you feel no disturbances in the water around you, so.
Okay. I'm going to resurface and climb back onto the boat and go into my pack. Take out the chakram and cut my hand.
Okay.
Tariq's gonna face palm.
Sharks like blood.
They do, but whatever. Whatever, big boy. You know what you're doing.
Do you want an attack roll, Nick?
No, I'm pretty sure you can cut yourself pretty easily.
Okay. And then I'm gonna dive back in and check again.
All right, go ahead and give me another perception check.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be watching from above the water to see if anything seems off with the water.
Well, you notice as he jumps in, there's a splash, and then you watch as the water starts getting a little bit redder from his blood. Zeke, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Okay. I got to scroll back up. I don't have my token selected.
Just change the one that's already in turn order.
Yup.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
No problem. So, Zeke, you're kind of sitting, waiting for a few seconds before you see a dark shape move in front of you. It kind of causes the water to go with it. And it seems to be moving pretty quickly.
Good.
But you seem to be first.
Well. Can I ready in action and move?
Yes, you can.
Then, can I tell how far away from me it is?
It looks to be within about 5 feet of you.
Well, that's within arm range.
Yes, definitely.
So, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that.
Are you a lightning boy underwater?
Wait for it. I'm assuming the 8 doesn't hit.
No, it does not. You swim
Well.
through the air, the water, and it seems to be the water resistance isn't something that you're entirely used to.
Well, as a 5th level barbarian, action of extra attack.
All right. And you're maybe like 10, 15 feet below the surface of the water right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's try this again. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Yay!
Bonks, stick bonks.
So I hit it for 5
you
points.
feel the resistance, and you feel solid connection against something as it continues to swirl around you. Do you have anything else for your turn?
For right now, no.
All right. Then, as you're kind of treading water about 15 feet below, you feel. I realize I need to change something real quick.
Just sitting up on top whistling. Do I see?
You see a little bit of turbulence in the water. You're not entirely sure exactly what it is.
All right, then I'm just sitting up there whistling, holding on to the rope like a fishing rod, just leaned back, feet on the side of the boat.
Gonna cast a line while you wait? Jesus Christ.
You haven't asked for help, and I don't see anything but a little bit of turbulence. I think you've got this.
So, yeah, this creature, whatever this is swimming around you and goes in for a bite. I assume a natural 20 hits.
Of course it does. Of course it does, Nick.
Dealing a lot of fucking damage to you as it
Really?
rips into your
I
body.
didn't notice.
Yeah. 24 points of piercing damage.
I'm trying to see if I have something for that. Hang on.
Are we just watching this from the shore?
You guys, so do you have anything for it?
No.
Okay. That's a massive amount of damage to your hit points.
Only you were raging.
Yeah, so it swims past you. The arm that you cut, you feel giant teeth sink into it and rip your entire arm off and swim past you.
It ripped my arm off.
Yes. This thing is huge compared to you. It almost ate your, if you hadn't cut your hand, it probably would have gone for your entire body and eaten you whole with how big its mouth is.
Okay, how far past me did it swim?
It seems to be circling around you, staying within combat range.
Of course it is.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
found blood. It's hungry.
Okay.
From on the surface, Shriek, you see a massive amount of red come to the surface of the water.
Oh.
Can I start tugging on the rope to pull him back as sort of an assistant / I suggestion to him to disengage and run?
It's your turn.
Just to sort of give him the benefit of running away if he doesn't decide to disengage and run.
Well, now I'm an angry barbarian. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
And Nick, can you do me a favor?
What's
I
that?
need it to make
Oh.
a dex saving throw.
All right, give me one quick second.
Okay.
We need to run, bro.
No, we don't. No, we
You're-
don't.
You're practically dead, and I ain't coming in. to
So it
help.
needs a dex saving throw.
Yep.
2.
Good. because it's DC 12.
I will be right back.
Alright.
After these commercial messages.
So,
It fails.
it starts by taking 3 points of damage.
Alright. And then...
And
Then,
I'm debating on if I should bonk it or if I should try and make it run away. Let's make it run away. I'm in a necrotic shroud.
Alright.
So, charisma saving throw.
Just so you have an idea as to what it's looking like, you don't feel like you've done a lot to it.
Right. That's why I'm trying to make it run away.
Yeah. Okay. Charisma save.
can
Yep.
I throw this out there before he does this? Just to remind how Shroud works. It's frighten, not fear, and that it can't advance towards you, not that it runs from you.
Right. But the fact that it can't advance towards me is also
I don't
useful.
remember if it can't attack you or not, but yeah, that's. I just wanted to throw that out there, just so it's remembered.
Lula Moon and Hedwin from the shore, you see, like, from where the rope is going into the water, it is red. The rope is actually, rather than just being soggy, dark brown, it is starting to get that crimson color. You guys can see that from about 200 feet away.
I'm gonna look to Henwin. We need to get out there. And she's gonna go look for a boat.
Let's see. Can I start rowing the boat back?
Right, it needs a charisma save against your shroud, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus
Holy-
Christ!
This creature.
This is fucking
creature.
Jaws!
Guys, welcome to my rendition of Jaws. Hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, good God.
It doesn't. You can't tell because it's just a giant silhouette in front of you, but it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Uh-huh.
It'll be swirling around you, prepared to eat its prey. Anything else on your turn?
Can I move my distance that I need to reach the surface?
Yes, you being underwater is difficult terrain. You only went down 15 feet, so you could, in one movement, get back up to the surface if you needed to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right. Are you taking anything to try and disengage with this creature?
I have nothing to try and disengage.
Was the shroud your bonus or your action?
Yeah,
Okay.
as an action.
That's why I was warning against it.
It is going to attempt to make an attack of opportunity on
I
you.
am trying to stop it from advancing.
You could have just disengaged and ran.
And because you do not have all of your hit points now, it has advantage on this attack roll.
Of course it does.
21?
Yeah, 21 hits. Yeah,
You are
fucking
ready.
21
So
hits.
you take half of it.
Yes, so you take 7 points of piercing damage instead of 15.
Congrats. I have a hit point left.
And you make it to the surface as you feel the sharp teeth drag across both of your legs.
As soon as he's
And
up, like I'm waiting
perfect.
for him, can I pull him up? As
You can
my
use your,
reaction?
go ahead and make a athletics check. Because he is a very large guy.
Okay, where is my athletics?
Sorry, I got really scared of the shark and I had to go get comfort food.
It's fine, I understand. Yeah, you are able to barely drag him out. He is missing, it was your left hand or right hand that you cut?
Well, I'm gonna make this character the same as me. He's gonna be left-handed, so my offhand was cut. My right hand.
Okay. So yeah, up to about mid bicep on his right side is gone.
Okay, I've pulled him up. Can I lay on? I'm gonna lay on hands the wound to sort of cauterize it.
Yeah. How much hit points do you want to pour into him?
Oh, crud. I only have 5 I can throw into him, and he needs everything he can get. I'm going to throw all 5 into him
All right,
and tell him, on your feet, soldier, we got to run.
Yeah, you pour all 5 in. You see the wounds don't close. They kind of make it to where they're not actively bleeding anymore, but they're still fresh. They're still dangerous.
And I'm going to roll like hell. Roll like hell.
Yeah.
Now that he's
you guys, both of you, see the water starting to get disturbed and starting to break the surface. You see the gray of the tail. Tariq, actually, you guys wouldn't really know this because Zeke, you're fucking in pain. This is a lot of pain in one. Yeah. Tariq, you're just like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. Lula and Daki, you see how large this thing actually is.
Can I just know for my own God?
That's how much space it was actually taking up near you.
That is the biggest silhouette I've ever
You're
seen.
the one being
Yes, it is
rogue.
an enormous silhouette. That's how foggy the water was around you.
Where's the silhouette? I don't see it.
Down on
in
the
the
south
bottom right.
Yeah.
It's the
Look
mystery.
in the water.
Oh no.
Yeah. You guys see that an enormous tail breaking the surface about 200 feet out.
I'm rowing to top speed to try to get us to
yeah.
shallows that it can't be in.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to get to shallows, like maybe 50 feet back towards the shore. It can't. It doesn't seem to be able to get there. And you guys take a little sigh of relief.
How close can I get to them without entering the water?
We're getting
they're about
almost
150 feet away, and he's rowing towards you.
I'm rowing quick, and I'm just gonna pretty much full Jackie Chan, just bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day, bad day on the way out. Like full on. Bad day.
Very bad day.
I almost would rather stay out here with this thing than go talk to Lula right now, but let's go.
All right.
Rowing.
You guys make it back to the shore, back to the dock, and the boat is just, it's not as bloody as it would have been if you had laid on hands on him.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna healing hands myself. Well,
I
healing hand myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a specific amount that you heal, right?
Equal to my level, so 5
Yeah.
more hit points.
The wounds close up a little bit more. Your right arm is just like fire on your entire right side, and your legs are just fire right now. You can take care of things. That's the biggest thing you've ever tried to take care of on your own.
They're back
I'm
at the
more
docks, right?
They make it back to the docks. Zeke looks fucked right now.
Drag yourself back up to the docks. This is your icon we're using.
guys. Did
they
anyone
on the
find
dock
my
or what?
arm?
Yeah, they make it back to the docks. Zeke is wrecked. Tariq and looks fucking winded as shit, but they're back at the dock.
Who needs the most immediate attention?
I've taken no damage, done nothing but ran like hell. So
I'm missing an arm, and my legs are torn. All the shit.
Looking down into this rowboat, you see the giant green man that you guys have been traveling with is missing most of his right arm is gone. It's just like it was torn off right at the mid bicep. Both of his legs just have raking wounds going down them. As you heal, the wounds on your legs, pretty much just an itch right now. You're toughing it through because you're a barbarian and you're used to pain.
Do you have a
It's the first time
fucking...
you've lost a limb.
Do you two have a fucking death wish?
Hey, Nick. If I do something... Hang on, I'm gonna message you something, because I want to do something stupid.
Okay.
But I want your okay.
I
Let me
just
take
love
my-
how everyone is healing him in increments of 5.
No, hang on. Because I want to do something stupid, but I want the okay that I do it.
Okay. Yeah,
Tariq's
that's-
just
I
gonna be
mean-
winded and breathing as she says this and be like, "Give me a minute, then we can talk."
I mean, going after a giant shark, that's not the
He
the
wanted a
smartest thing.
shiny thing.
Do you need more heals, or are you good?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. If I were to say on a scale of 1 to 52, I'm about a 25 right now.
Go ahead. You can definitely try.
What do I need to do for it?
Go ahead and give me an straight strength check to break it.
I'm pretty sure it'll break, but okay.
Pretty sure, but just in case, you never know. Crazy shit happens. Yeah, you plus one arm. You guys watch as Zeke just kind of stands up using his left arm and pulling out the glaive that he had gotten from the ant people
Back in
long as
session 2.
yeah, and breaks it over his shoulder. And go ahead and give me a Constitution check. And just takes the broken part of it and shoves it into his right arm, where the arm is missing. And you guys just see a spurt of blood on the glaive. It's a D10?
No. D8.
Okay.
Do you want me
take,
to? Oh,
you take 2
points of damage?
and you shove it into your arm. Blood dripping down the shaft of the glaive.
And now I will never be unarmed. As I fail.
Yeah,
I think he meant just
shove that in and
to re-equip.
We are going to
He's-
talk to someone about getting this fixed.
I did fix it.
No,
I
actually
now
fixing
have a
it.
stabby arm.
I think he likes it this way. Maybe Faint can make you a metal one. He seems good with the machines.
Have you met me? I can stab things with my arm.
What
Nick,
if you
what's
what if
that?
you could punch things with metal?
do I have anything that will help this situation besides
For
HP?
At the moment, you have nothing at your disposal that can regenerate a lost limb.
Oh, okay. Can I at least make it so that he's not bleeding?
Yeah, if you do a healing spell, it'll stop the bleeding.
Oh, okay. So he's
the
not
the
bleeding.
one he just opened a new wound is all he did.
Oh, well, that was his fault. So
I'd help him anyway. He's a little bit slow.
So I'm gonna go back into no last call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me another Constitution save as you make your way over there.
As he's like bleeding and dying to death.
I mean, trauma is a bitch. Yeah, you're able to keep your consciousness for the most part. It's tunnel vision the entire way there. Like the entire conversations, all the conversations you've been having have just been tunnel vision right now. So
And I'm
straight to the guy.
So I've
who's
made
out
it there. I don't have 0 hit points, Docky.
unfortunately, he's not at 0 yet.
I made it down to 1. I almost hit 0.
Very
That was so freaking lucky.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why I was saying you should have just disengaged and ran, not taken that last hit.
It still would have given an attack of opportunity, wouldn't it?
Not when
No,
you
that's what
disengage.
disengage is for.
Oh.
Disengage takes your
Oh.
action. But
Yeah,
I-
that.
Listen,
in
this is,
hindsight, you probably should
this is the first time I've played since 3.5
Oh,
where it always gets attack of opportunity on you.
yeah.
No. If you can take the disengage action to leave with no attacks of opportunity, or you can take the dodge action so their attack of opportunity will be with disadvantage, and any further attacks will be with disadvantage as well. But you were bleeding like a stuck pig.
Did I make it back
so-
to the bar?
Yeah, you
Fucking
think you made it
idiot.
back to the bar. You sit down at a chair, and
I really hope I'm not in someone's kitchen. Thinking it's the bar.
Yeah, Lula, Henwin, and Tariq, you guys kind of follow behind, making sure he doesn't just, go in someone's house and then chop their head off with his now glaved arm. He does make his way back to the bar.
He accidentally hit Lula with it at her height.
He does he's in front of you guys, so luckily that's not an issue yet. But yeah, he's in front of you guys about 10 feet, makes it into the No Last Call, sits down at a corner booth, and you see the guy at the bar.
I want to go sit at the bar next to him.
You think you're at the bar.
Damn you.
There's a table in front of you and you're in a chair. And looking about the room, the guy is staring at this giant guy who left maybe 2 minutes ago, coming back in, missing an arm.
I love how dramatically fast this was.
With the glaive sticking out where his arm should be.
What day is today in game?
It is Saturday.
Damn it, I was hoping he could just look at Mondays, huh? And just leave it at that.
First day of the weekend, hardest, man. Hit the club super hard, lose an arm. It happens.
Lula's just gonna go to the bartender. Is there any way you can find someone who can get a cleric down here to fix him?
I don't know of any clerics that can fix that. And he points at the completely gone arm.
Can I turn to Tariq and make a request?
Tariq will listen.
Give me a second.
I mean, you're asking for some really powerful magics there. I've never even seen.
Sorry, I had to say goodnight to my son.
Understandable.
Tariq, go into my pack, grab as much money as you need, and get me a bottle of the strongest alcohol behind the bar.
Tariq could nod. Sounds good. Rifle through his pack. How much money would I expect to need? Should I just take a large chunk of money, like gold level money?
I mean, at most it would be at most you've ever seen is 2 gold for a thing of alcohol.
I'm gonna take 4 gold and go up to the.
That's a lot of money.
I'm gonna take 4 gold and go up there to the people and be like, I need whatever this will buy of your strongest stuff.
All right. It's the same blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy as before. I got this, and he pulls out looks like a wine bottle that has some type of leather just sewn as a case for it, and he pushes it over. It's it'd be about 2 gold for that if you guys wanted it.
Treagle looked at.
Pulls out another one, hands it over.
Treagle take both.
All right.
Gold they took from Zeke and go back to him with it.
All right, yeah. You take back the 2 bottles of wine back to Zeke, sorry. Tariq, you take them back. And do you pop them and start drinking?
Not yet. I'm going to go into my... What, Docky?
What kind of supplies do we have with us right now?
Everything in your inventories except for Lula.
I got a whole lot of nothing important for this, except for what I'm about to do, which is not a smart idea. Again.
I think I have bandages or something, right?
Well, let me do what I was going to do first, and then you can bandage me up.
Okay,
Oh
sounds
boy.
Gonna make himself worse so you can make him better.
So, I'm assuming they're corked?
Yes, both are cool.
Okay, I'm going to bite the cork and rip it out with my teeth.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go in my pack and grab the iron chain that they gave back to me. And
Okay.
bite down on that.
Alright.
And then I'm going to pour the very strong alcohol over the open wound to clean it.
Treek's only gonna hand him one of the bottles, just in case.
Go ahead and give me another constitution save.
You gotta clean a wound somehow.
Yeah, healing spells.
Which have been used on.
We They didn't fix me.
I don't think watering it with alcohol is going to grow it back.
I'm not trying to grow it back. I'm trying to fight infection.
Can I
Fucking
cork the
idiot.
second bottle he kept a hold on and just take a swig of it while
Okay.
waiting?
So, yeah, you pour that over the wound. It burns like a son of a bitch. And everything, that tunnel, the darkness that was surrounding your vision, consumes it for about 4 minutes. And Tariq, you just see him just kind of head go down into the table, and he's just laying there after he pours that on himself.
Oh well. He'll be fine in the morning. What time is it when we got back? I know we were really quick.
Yeah, it's
I forget what time it was when we left off
maybe-
last.
maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now.
I don't think he has anything against it. He's just an idiot.
Oh, that's something.
I am quite an idiot. However,
You're also unconscious on the table.
I could see him saying a few words once in a while and then falling right back down.
They make absolutely no sense, but they fit with the conversation perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Or they fit with the conversation since the last time he passed out. Just that a little bit. Doesn't know what's happening.
Henwin,
Pandora.
Sorry, Nick.
I was just saying, Pandora's off somewhere else. Zeke is knocked out at a table.
hey Nick, is this considered a short rest? Me being passed out at the table?
Unfortunately, you're not going to be passed out for long enough for it to be considered a short rest. Yeah.
He's gonna spend a hit die.
Because it's about to get bad.
Henwin, just see to his injuries. You,
Okay.
we need to talk. Now.
Do you want me to
He'll
roll?
just sigh a little bit and be like, why can't we wait on Mr. Kittyman? He was there with me.
I will handle him whenever he shows up. You, I'm going to talk with right now for going behind my back.
Behind your back? You went behind my back with this whole plot against Buck. I followed along with you. You didn't fill me in on anything. I think you started this betrayal, and I went to right your wrongs so that, 1, you wouldn't get arrested, and 2, we would be doing the right thing and not be common kidnappers.
It was not my plan in the first place. The plan was I was going to talk to Buck further beforehand, not completely keep Joyce from him.
I came back here and spoke to her mother, Tara. And, well, I found her home and spoke with Tara. And as soon as she heard of Joyce's return, we went straight to the World's End because she was so worried about her. That is what I did when we parted. I went and asked her mother things and found out information from her.
Things I would have done had they not gotten out of hand.
I agree. I just finished your mission. Shall we say, exposed back at the World's End.
And I'm none too proud of that. I'll admit. But I still don't appreciate you going behind my back like that.
It makes sense that you... But in the mood you were in when we parted, I didn't think you would see the reasonability of the plan, and Faint agreed with me that we should not be getting our party members arrested over simple hunches given to us by the, shall we say, abnormal kids of the bunch.
Wouldn't be the first time. she's just gonna go over to the bar.
There aren't that many people in the tavern at the moment. There's the guy that sent Zeke out to go and try and deal with this issue, who is currently back to drinking his alcohol. And then currently it's actually pretty empty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be causing too much of a scene, considering the only other person besides somebody working here is drunk off his ass. So, yeah, you bandage up his wound. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. All right. Yeah. You bandage it. It gets slightly red from the new wound that he gave himself earlier. But you keep it a little bit tight. If it heals this way, it's probably going to be just as painful to take out that glaive as it was to lose his arm. So,
God damn it! I don't want to take it out because he wants it.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying that you know this, that if from this point forward that is as much a part of his body as his arm was now, because there's been healing done to it after, and yeah, it's gonna be it's almost a part of him now.
There's magic items for this.
Oh boy.
I mean,
There's that for that.
Lula's just gonna get a drink of water from the bar, and
Eric gives you a mug of water. It's not cold, but
she doesn't.
Water.
She doesn't care. She's gonna drink it down and look at them. Go back.
Tariq's gonna go back to the craziness of this thing with Zeke.
Have I woken up yet?
So, what I'm going to do is, while Zeke is passed out as Henwin is finishing up bandaging your arm, Tariq, you're just kind of sitting there watching Henwin bandage his right arm. And Lily, you go grab your mug of water. Pandora, you're over with those kids doing that stuff. Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Yay! Hold on.
I'll be right back again.
Where is performance? There it is. Okay.
Yeah, you have a really good time getting drunk, singing songs with the kids.
I'm the best babysitter.
Some of them sing with you. Most of them are more interested in whatever game it is that they're playing off on one of the booths on the side.
I hope they're gambling.
You don't see any money exchanging hands, but they do have a couple sets of dice and some paper.
Yahtzee.
They're playing D&D.
You have to go over and ask them to see.
The inception of D&D.
They're playing D&D, but it's like Nerds and Computers. It's them playing our lives instead.
Like future D&D.
I mean, do you want to go over and ask them?
Yeah, I'll go over and ask them.
Yeah, they're all the kids that are speaking, that only speak, or all the elfin
Elvish?
kids, really. Yeah, the
My peeps.
human kids are nowhere near this. But yeah, you get over there and you start talking to them about it. One of the older ones, not the one who seems to be the one who knows all the rules or whatever this is that they're playing. It's like, oh, yeah, this is a game that we just kind of made up while we were all stuck together to try and pass the time in the really cold space. We had a lot of rocks, so we kind of used those instead of dice.
So what do you do? What is the goal? How do you win?
There's really, it's more telling a story than winning anything.
Story?
Yeah, it's, and he kind of points to the older girl who had been talking to everybody previously, the one who can speak common fairly decently. She has a lot of stories that she likes telling people, and she wants us to be as involved with it as she is. So
Oh, so you guys are playing pretend.
yeah,
That's cool. You guys are cool, I guess.
These
I'll teach
kids
you a
are
real
probably
game,
rolling
though,
their
with
eyes in the
dice.
back of their heads, thinking she's so fucking stupid. That's probably what the
these
kids are thinking.
old people they'll never understand.
So explain to me what your character is, kid.
I mean, I'm not part of it right now. I'm just watching, just listening to the story.
Oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna go back drinking. Have fun.
Okay. And you go back to your drinking and singing while they sit over on the side. And we'll take a short, 5-10 minute break right now because I have to take a piss.
All right. Should I pause the streaming or just?
If you want, you can just keep it going and
All right, I'm back.
Have you
put
got
up
the?
an image of be back. We're
I was
going
gonna
on
say,
a short break.
Have you got the
We're going-
pandas up?
I mean, the pandas are my wallpaper. So.
Oh,
Mine's the Flash.
Just play the 10-hour version. Well, no, we'd probably get...
Yeah, we
I was
were.
going to say the 10-hour version of the Monty Python mission song.
I'm just gonna turn down.
Well.
So, I think that was some poor decision-making on our part.
Speaking of which, I have a picture that fits here.
Awesome. I look forward to quick of you. Oh my goodness. I like it. Goodness. This was the absolute dumbest thing we could have done. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
I was expecting a shark. I was not expecting a fucking megalodon.
I know. Neither of us were, but we did it anyway.
You weren't expecting
and-
Jaws, that's the thing.
Exactly. We're fine. No, we weren't expecting Bigger Jaws, the Family Guy parody of Jaws, where Jaws and the fishermen team up to beat Bigger Jaws. That's what we got.
See, I'm mad that Nick wouldn't let me go sit next to that guy because I was just going to turn him and go, we need a bigger boat.
Man, if you had sent that to me, I could have done it. And then pointed over to you and been like, and had him be like, wait, what?
I'm hoping Jay gets on soon because I explained to him that Zeke just lost his arm, so.
I know.
Yeah, I told him he missed all the fun.
He did.
You need to get here soon, Zeke just lost an arm.
I'm sure he's like, of all the days for work.
It's okay. I rearmed myself.
It wasn't funny the
It's
first
a pun,
time.
and it works.
Not funny the second time.
I suggested
You're
as
just
an
mad.
artificer that he give you a big boss arm, but that's just me.
See, that's what I was suggesting instead of shoving a glaive in.
No, Nick came up with the best idea. I need a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, I don't blame you, but that's another thing that, one, he just told you that the glaive is going to be like removing your lower arm next time you pull it out. Again. He just said
Listen.
that shit. But on the other side of things, you could have just left the nubbin and got the chainsaw right away. Well,
Okay,
right away, as in
okay.
As soon as
Just make sure
Fine.
you don't wipe with the wrong arm.
But here's the thing. I survived losing that arm once. I think I can live through it again.
you did by like the skin of your teeth, man.
I know I did.
You did not
This
deserve to
motherfucker
live.
dropped me to 1 health.
You
I
did
thought
not deserve
dead.
to live. If he hadn't let me pulling you out of the water, you'd have died right there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I mean, if it had one more turn, it would have eaten him.
I know. That's why I'm like, we were screwed.
That crit
Oh, that
for the
hurt
first
to
hit.
watch.
Oh,
That hurt to
I'd
watch.
still be fighting it if it didn't crit me.
You'd
yeah,
still
no,
be
you would've-
fighting it if you had rage to start with, even with it critting you, because you'd have taken only half that.
only 2 points, yeah.
And that would have been livable.
The
But
only
what's-
bad thing about trying to preemptively rage at this level is that you can't keep it going unless you get attacked.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have to be attacked every turn, or attack every turn in order to keep up my rate.
Oh, you can have it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you could have done that during the fight.
I mean, so here's the thing. It says all you have to do is make an attack. Doesn't mean you have to be attacking something. You just have to be swinging wildly. Is essentially what you could do if you wanted to try and do it that way. Is every turn you use your action to make an attack. I attack the air.
I cast magic missile on the darkness.
Exactly.
Man, I should have just. Well, I couldn't see anything from up there. I was like, maybe
Oh,
I should
no.
have just shot him down there. But then I'd have hit him.
Nah, he was too low in the water. You couldn't see. Like you just saw the red, and you're like, oh fuck.
Having a nice leisurely fucking sail and I'm dying.
Right. Jeez.
Hey, man, I told you I wasn't in there.
Well, I mean, that's something that you guys can try and take care of as a group if you want to.
You all realize I'm going back in there, with or
We're
without you, right?
Fighting
Oh,
under
I
the way to fight it from above water.
Calm down, Aquaman.
You can certainly try.
I'm going
He's
back
not
in there,
Aquaman. He's
come hell or high water. I want that shield.
I mean, whatever the shark might have in it would be lucrative too.
Oh,
Because as far as you know, he's eaten at least 3 people.
But I have a new plan this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, you could replace the arm with a shield. As soon as you get it, be like, this is my trophy for this.
Just
Oh
ask
no
if
no
they-
no no no! I'm following suit with a character from a different campaign, and I know Nick will understand this, and I know Anna will understand this. I'm taking a piece of that shark with me.
Are you going to replace your head with a shark head?
No. In Anna's campaign, Legends of the Hadron Temple, I am collecting body parts from everything we kill.
Yep.
Huh.
I mean, the
Nothing.
shark collected your body parts, so
Ooh.
I was not expecting to crit right off the bat. So
I know,
yeah.
that looked... Oh, that was... Ooh.
It's one of those DM moments where you're like, yeah, and it attacks you. Oh,
And fuck.
all right, now I gotta roll the
just killed
damage.
Character.
And you're just sitting there like, I wish that hadn't happened. This could have been slightly more interesting if they'd kept trying to bang their heads against this wall.
So here's the funny part is because we're on roll 20, it does the damage plus the damage. If we had been doing this with regular dice and I rolled 26, it'd be 52, and you would have been knocked the fuck out on the first hit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because that's my max hit points.
Yeah, it would have been straight one shot knocked out. Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't get knocked out for this one, because I'd have just had to cut and start rowing.
Right.
I wouldn't have blamed you if you just cut your losses and let my ass die.
I would have done it if you had gotten knocked out in that water and weren't where I could just pull you right up, like weren't at the top. I'd have left you.
If he had been knocked out in one hit by a shark, he would have been in its mouth, and you would have been playing fishing with a rowboat.
As I said, I would instantly cut the rope using my rapier that has advantage on.
Yes.
It comes. Been like, chop the rope, run. You can have him.
Enjoy that 800 pounds of meat.
Hey, I'm not that fat.
Okay, like 650, whatever.
I only weigh 225 pounds. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but how much jerky's in your
Right.
pack?
true.
ASMR,
to be-
not.
There are none.
Yeah, it was all in the cart, and you guys kind of ate it all on the way back.
Literally, you want me to go through my inventory real quick? Because my inventory is shit. I have a company uniform for my mercenary days, a rank insignia for my mercenary days, my gaming set, my trident, my glass pyramid, that iron chain, a whetstone, my nunchuck, the glaive and chakram, the iron ore that I harvested, salt and vinegar. That's it.
You'd have been flavored at least.
I mean, it is a little salty, so it might not be the best flavor.
Well, I mean, we're in an ocean.
I mean, it's a little redundant at that point. All that salt. All right.
Although, to be fair, my pack wasn't in the water with me. I left that shit on the boat.
Oh, see, I'd have been fine.
Could I, like, nonchalantly cast a spell on someone?
You can certainly try. What spell are you
I
trying to
knew
cast?
exactly what he was gonna say.
I mean, well, I'm saving it for later. I was just wondering if I could do it without, screaming the attack names or something.
No.
So, depending on what you're trying to do, there are verbal and somatic components, possibly material components that you need to cast the spell. If it's just verbal components, you might be able to mumble it and get away with it. If it's verbal somatic, you might be able to get away with it. It just depends on a sleight of hand check versus their perception.
Oh, okay, so it might be doable. I'll
Yeah.
just keep that in my pocket for later.
And it's pretty much the same with any spell or anything you really want to do that you don't want somebody else to notice. Sleight of hand versus their perception. Or stealth versus perception, depending on what you want to do.
Oh, Nick, did you see what I put in out character, by the way?
Yes. Yes.
Is that how you feel right now?
I mean, it's kind of pointless. Yeah. A little pointless sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, this thing ate 3 of my fishers whole, whatever. I'll go out and fight it with my bare hands.
Excuse you, I came
There you
equipped
go.
with weapons.
This should be the video thumbnail for this one.
What does that say? I looked everywhere for this, okay? I didn't know what the freaking caption said.
Can you not? I mean, are you not reading it?
I couldn't see it on my computer screen.
That's the less important part. It's the slam part that matters.
Welcome to the jam.
And it's just the shark. that's that thumbnail.
Could he be the shark?
Looking at the shark's HP from the 2 hits he did to it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say he didn't have the best chance in the world, but it was definitely within the realm of possibility.
Definitely within the realm of possibility, yeah.
I mean, he did 10 damage to it, and that's maybe 1/15 of its health. Yeah, he probably could have done it. He'd have really had to get lucky.
Probably would have taken him about a minute to whittle it down enough by himself, but,
If he'd have brought it to the surface, both of us, then I'd say the chances go much higher.
Yeah.
But
So if he was prepared and, say, taken, I don't know, a small elf and a healer with him, he would have been okay?
possibly, had a small conversation and been like,
I'm
hey
a
guys,
halfling.
let's learn how to kill
Yeah,
back.
she's a halfling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Racist.
I'm
Or the
not
halfling
racist,
would
I
have
just, I
gotten,
just didn't know.
or the halfling would have gotten eaten right off the bat.
I mean, to be fair, he hasn't been around people for very long, so it's a small
Or
elf.
you're a short person.
Listen.
You're a short people. You're a pointy people. You're a green people.
I take it everyone's back then.
Oh yeah, we've all been
Yeah.
similar.
But listen, the thing of it is, I was buzzed. Tariq told me we needed to run, so I did.
Tariq, to be fair, Tariq was slightly buzzed too. And he saw Lula coming and knew she'd be mad.
Tariq was
found the
a
problem.
confrontation.
Alcohol, that's the problem.
Alcohol is never a problem. It's an answer.
Do you want to do something stupid is the question.
Am I allowed to make my way back to the world's end now?
So, as we're all coming back, Lula Moon chugs her water and walks out of No Last Call. Tariq and Henwen, you see her. Zeke, you feel yourself starting to come back to consciousness, and you see wood in front of you.
Well, I punch it.
I expected you to think you were in a casket.
No.
You attempt to punch it, and your arm kind of jerks, and you realize you're sitting at a table.
Okay, that makes more sense to me now. I sit up and I look for a bottle.
There is a bottle in front of you.
I drink it. All of it.
Okay, there's about 3/4 left. It's not. It's complete. It's open because you opened it with your mouth, and you chug it. Go ahead and make me a Constitution save.
I was already there.
Oh yeah, you drink it, and about as fast as you came back to consciousness, right back to it.
Yeah, I'm
Back to the table.
Chance to actually get some speaking with Hinwin done. You know, be like, so is he still disguised as a human, or did he come back as full dog man?
No, it's been several hours.
Yeah.
Right, is he drawing any attention to it?
The bartender's kind of keeping an eye on you guys, but is taking the fact that he is with the three of you, Lula Moon leaving, that he's probably okay.
Okay. So I'll turn to him and be like, I see you're using some healing magics, or tried to use some healing magics on that. It's pretty unique. Met a wolfman, let alone one who could heal.
Is it rare?
I mean, you're the first wolfman I've seen, so that I'd count as rare.
Yeah, I guess I'm the first one I've met too.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works too. What do you do aside from tricks?
He saves my life.
Tariq will pat Zeke on the shoulder and be like, "It's okay, big guy. We know. Get some rest." And then they'll turn back to him and be like, "And thanks again for saving the big lug."
Oh, my pleasure. I couldn't just let a shark eat him.
Yeah. That I think the fisherman may have undersold this fish story.
You think we can still get his arm back?
I don't
He
know if
wants
it's
it?
swimming in the ocean or the fact that it tried to kill me, but I'm salty.
I don't know if we were to get it back if it would do us any good. I think a good, strong cleric would be better off. At least from what knowledge of the magics I have.
Henwin, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I'm sorry, I closed my sheet.
Yeah, I do
Never
that all
close
the
your
time.
sheet.
Uh-oh.
I do that all the time, and then so
Okay.
Fucking trackpad, I hate it. I want my mouse back.
Oh god, I feel you. So looking at the wounds, the fact that it's kind of healed over a little bit, if you guys found the arm, you might be able to, with some luck, be able to reattach his arm. It might be a little sore and have a chance of falling off for a while until it's fully healed, but
Pointy arm is best arm.
drop my arm. We gotta stop. Pick
Yeah.
up my arm again.
Yeah, because we'd probably have to kill the shark.
yeah, you
Oh, isn't that his
You didn't see it. You didn't see it plop up to the surface after all that blood came by, so you're pretty sure the shark kept it.
Yeah, I don't think we'd have to kill the shark to get it, and I don't know how we do that. I mean, it was massive, and the ocean's kind of its territory. It has a lot of
Grab it many
advantages.
The
times.
ocean's big.
Yeah, and it's big enough to hide that sucker. I mean, you saw us. We were in a rowboat. It could have swallowed whole. We just don't know if there's a reasonable way to fight it.
Well, while you guys are contemplating possible ways to defeat this creature, Lula Moon, you make it back to the world's end, and you see Pandora, mildly drunk, singing songs with
Shouldn't
about
need
5 children around her, singing the exact same lyrics, probably having no idea what any of the words she's saying means, though, because it's mostly in common. Some of the songs are in Elvish. They seem to understand those, but the common ones they're singing too, because she's probably been singing for a while.
She's just gonna grab the papers and start figuring out what she's going to do. She knows she
I
needs.
see Lula across the bar and I scream, Lula! And I run to stumbling.
Oh boy.
You see the drunk form of Pandora rushing towards you as you enter and find yourself at a booth.
I don't want to talk right now.
Oh, what happened? Her in the cheek.
She's gonna slap Pandora's hand away. It's like, I'm not in the mood for this.
Oh, okay, we're not in the mood for this. Okay. Well, when you are in the mood to talk, I am going to be over there. And I point back to the bar. And I scream at the bartender for an ale.
There is already one prepared for you after you had left, because she's gotten used to how you've been drinking today.
And I scream at her that she's my girl.
Just like you said an hour ago.
I was like, Lila, have you met her? She's the best. She's the best. You're the best friend. She's the best. I'm gonna go sit down now.
If
Oh,
she's
boy.
still got a page left, she's going to put her notes aside and start writing something else out.
I'd say you'd have roughly a page and a half left after all your notes with the
Alright.
kids. And that's front and
Front and back.
yeah, you have a full page and then half a page. Yeah.
Alright.
Of your 5.
I scream back to Lula. Lula, have you seen the stupid dog? His meat has... I'm starving. I can eat a whale. So if he doesn't come back soon, I'll eat his food.
He's at no last call. He'll be back eventually, I'm sure.
I put my chin on the bar, looking at the food sadly, wanting...
So, Lula, you go over your notes. Pandora, you try to get more food and alcohol in your system.
Yes.
We can switch back over to the others because I'm going to be a minute.
Yeah. So, Tariq and Henwin, you guys are kind of having their planning session. Zeke, you are still knocked the fuck out. Whatever you just had made your entire body go numb.
That's what I was hoping.
Yeah. Like you're conscious, you think? You see a lot of black, like the back of your eyelids probably. But everything is just numb.
So you were traveling with the small one. How did she seem? This is to you, Henwin.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So you were traveling with the small one. How did she seem to you?
She seemed a little upset, maybe mildly.
Makes sense. We sort of just, me and Faint returned a kid to her home without her. She She feels I went around her on that one, though I feel that it was the only way to do what was right at the time.
I'm just gonna shrug because I don't know the severity of the situation.
Oh yeah, you were gone. So you're gonna be traveling with us now, I take it, because our elven friend, you seem to have taken a liking to that Zany. Pandora there, yeah, Pandora. That's the name I'm looking for. Yeah, and she's coming along with us for now. So, I mean, is there much you can remember about yourself or know about yourself other than your name and these healing magics?
Was it implied that I had memory? Oh, I just didn't answer you last time.
Yeah,
huh?
you wouldn't answer any of her questions last time.
Oh, that's right. I think it was because you were trying to kill me.
Were we?
That was me.
Oh yeah,
One person in specific, yeah.
The big guy doesn't make a good first impression.
And look at how he dealt with the dark.
And Draco just pointed his head and whispered, "He's a little slow."
I'm just gonna nod knowingly.
So
Alright, well, I'll tell you anything interesting. Came from a village, didn't like it. Started wandering, collecting things, and I do healing magics.
That's it?
That's anything noteworthy. They didn't much care for Wolfman in their village.
Draco just sort of struck his chin like, huh, you seem to be very gentle for one who looks as a beast, so, I mean, they seem to have judged you far too soon.
Yeah, I think so too. You guys seem nice, though.
We try to be welcoming of all kinds. Seen our ragtag bunch. We've been through a lot of crazy stuff in the past couple of weeks. Goodness.
Crazy.
I think that takes the cake, really. I mean, we fought a manticore and a woman that just sort of faded into bugs and then possessed bugs and tried to chop the shit out of us with bugs. We've watched a magic meteor-looking thing explode or go poof over the atmosphere, but no, this giant shark is probably the most insane thing we've seen.
It's a big shark.
I swear, the guy said it was a big shark, but we really didn't believe it was that big. You know how fishermen and their tall tales are. They always exaggerate. But this one, he undersold it by a long shot.
Told you it ate 3 people! You hear from across the bar. The guy's still there. He's still drinking. He looks
Draco
big.
shout back. You didn't tell us that they were full size.
I mean, it ate 3 people. What do you expect? The regular shark can't eat 3 people.
But not 4!
Draco laugh and be like, a regular shark could eat 3 halflings easy.
Why would I hire halflings as fishers?
I don't know. You're so drunk you could have hired your own mother for all.
By the way,
It might have
they never
been
told us it ate 3 people at once.
He still isn't saying it once. He just said that it ate 3 people.
Just over and over again.
It
They
ate
could have
3
eaten 3 people over the course of the year.
He could have eaten 3 people in its entire lifetime. He wasn't very specific.
No, he's drunk as fuck and he can't remember much anyways.
For all we know, there's only not even one person eating the shark. I mean, there's an arm eaten by the shark, but for all we know, he could still be wrong. He could have just been like, that thing's big enough to eat 3 people and ran off shitting himself. So,
I mean, you don't know. I mean, do you want to insight check him and see if that's what he's thinking? Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
no, I think he believes what he's saying. I'll insight. You know, can I insight the shark to see if
A
he
little
ate 3
late
people?
for the shark, but
I mean, that's why I got it too, right?
You totally believe that either it ate 3 people at one time, or he watched it eat 3 people with how he's saying it.
I mean,
My plan next time is to go and seduce the shark.
I mean, it works
Good
for
luck.
you.
Can I perception the dude telling the story about the shark?
Are you trying to what are you trying to glean from him?
I just want to know if that was deliberate or not.
Oh, go ahead and give me an insight check. Yeah.
Where is my insight?
It should be just below intimidation, or just above it, I think.
Oh shoot! I thought I lost it. It's above. Yeah, it's above.
It's been a day since I looked at a character sheet. Sorry.
It's somewhere on there.
Okay. He seems really drunk and seems to be he believes what he's saying. You're not entirely sure if he's actually seen it, because he doesn't like the words he's saying. Yeah, they probably did eat 3 people, and it's probably rumors that have been circulating through the dock. He's probably only seen the blood from one person getting eaten, and is just assuming.
Oh, okay. So he didn't.
Yeah, he doesn't sound as traumatized as somebody who has seen 3 people get eaten would
I
sound.
mean, he is drunk.
I mean, that could be why. He is definitely drunk. You can tell that. Whether he's honest with what he's saying and he actually saw it eat 3 people, or only saw it eat 1, you're not entirely sure. But he's drunk.
That's good enough for now, I guess.
You guys watched it ripped off a enormous buff guy's arm in one bite. I mean,
And it was kind of big. I mean,
Yeah.
That's pretty dang big. Not gonna lie, looking at it, still a map there. 9
Yeah.
squares on the city map.
yeah, it's about 15 foot long.
Oh, so that was 9 squares relative to us, not
Yeah, yeah,
relative
yeah,
to
yeah.
the city. I thought that
Yeah.
was like
No,
the
not
size
relative
there
to the
compared
city.
to the city, and I'm like,
Oh, jeez, that Megalodon coming in.
exactly, and that's why I thought you were going for. That's why I'm like,
That's 600 feet long. About 15, 20 foot long.
okay, that's still freaking huge.
I have a plan.
Stop having plans.
This
You're
is a
having
good
all these
plan.
plans while you're passed out drunk. From
This-
pain and alcohol.
This will be a good plan. It's gonna be a great plan. It's gonna be the best plan you've ever heard.
It's gonna be huge.
I'm gonna
Is
build a
it-
wall around the shark.
And faceplant back on the table.
Bonk.
So, was there anything else that anyone wanted to take care of before you guys take a long rest?
I mean, it's still pretty dang
Um,
early in the day,
after-
but
I
I
mean-
can't think.
Getting closer to like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon now.
After finishing her letter, Lula's going to go and find someone to deliver it and see about getting in to talk with the captain.
The
'Cause
general?
I'm going to, because I'm going to assume that some of the kids that she talked to are not from in the city.
A couple, yeah. A good baker's dozen, at least. But yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you can find a place to send a letter. I'm pretty sure I know where you're trying to send this letter to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wandering about, you had seen Zorus previously wander to the Vizier's tower with letters in hand, so you go in that general direction, hoping maybe there's a postmaster there. And as a matter of fact, on the first floor, there is a postmaster in the Vizier's Tower. And you go to them. It looks to be a place where a person takes in the mail, divvies out where it's going to go, and sends it on the way it needs to go with who it needs to go with. It's a woman in looks kind of reminiscent to modern day, like a valet at a very fancy hotel, like that kind of outfit, bright red, just kind of standing behind the counter. Hello, you need a letter delivered?
Yes. Specifically, it needs to go to Caledonia on the continent of Azan.
That's a bit of a distance. Gonna need to take a boat to get there. Do you have a specific time frame that it needs to be there in?
Not exactly. Just,
Okay.
one thing, if I may. If the residents, of where it's going to, if it is, and this is probably a long shot, if there's no one to receive the letter, could it be returned?
I can get that set up. She takes the envelope from you that you have back sealed, writes down Caledonia, and the names that we're looking for when we get there.
Hang on, I gotta remember because I can't remember what I put down for, oh shoot, I never gave names for her parents.
Wendy and Chuck. Wendy and Chuck.
No.
Those aren't good D names.
They're great names. Best names.
Oliver and Hilda Schuyler.
All right, and your name for if it needs to be returned.
Chip Skylark.
My little moon and me, little moon.
I'm
She'll
just a Skylar.
lean in and whisper it.
Okay, yeah, she'll write down the names. All right. At best, it might take 2 months for it to get there. So about 4 months at most for you to know if it got there and if the people are still there. So
I understand.
don't need. Okay. And for the transport of this is going to be full gold for the service.
I'm trying to remember what's the transaction rate in silver because
100 silver.
fuck.
Yeah. Going a distance.
Yeah. I kind of screwed myself because I spent most of my gold on shoot. I know I should
You
have.
can come back to No Last Call and try and find it. Find your gold.
Or
You can
ask
always
friends
try.
for help.
I have mostly copper in my pack. That's the problem, and that's even more to convert.
That's 1,000 copper for one gold.
Yeah. I'm screwed on money right now.
Sorry, 10,000.
Yeah, I'm screwed on money right now. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a little
I-
short, go ahead and give me a persuasion
She's
check.
very short.
I know.
Because I'm assuming Lula Moon is looking through her pouch and kind of like, oh shit.
She pauses a moment. There is one thing, if you wouldn't mind, while I go for more gold, and she'll take the small gold ring off her hand. It's worth about 10 gold, but would you at least take this as tender until I can come back? I shouldn't be too long.
I can hold this until you come back with the proper amount. This ring is worth well more than the amount to deliver the letter, so
It's well
yes,
worth.
until you
It's,
get the money. Yes.
It's well worth it at this point. I promise I'll be back soon. And she is gonna head back to No Last Call, remembering the desk she left her money in.
Yeah, you enter, you see Zeke pass the fuck out in the corner, occasionally sitting up and saying things, and
then drinking more and passing back out.
Yeah, and Tariq and Hedwin just kind of having a conversation around him. You head up to the room that you're pretty sure you left the money in. You go inside. Nobody seems to be in it. Go ahead and since the last time you were here,
Oh yeah, because I have to roll a D100 for that. I wrote it down in a...
Yes, go ahead and roll me 1d100, please.
'Cause I have no idea what happened to that shit.
You let it sit for 2 weeks. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you go back in there, you open up the drawer, and miraculous, all of the gold and all of the money that you left in there is still there.
Okay, so...
Thanks, Saloon, that your money was still there.
So now I've got 12 gold pieces and about 100 and about, 86 silver. So I've got what I need.
So, as you head back to go and pay the golds and get your ring back, we're gonna call the session for today, right here. So that way I can actually prepare the giant, huge-ass shark fight for you guys. Because I'm assuming that's probably going to happen within the next session. So
We're gonna get the arm back.
I know Zeke wants it. So I need
I
to prepare.
don't care about the arm.
No,
Killing
not
the
the arm,
shark.
the shark. The
Oh.
shark. Yeah.
Yeah, I want the shark.
Yeah, the shark is, I'm pretty sure, is going to happen next session. So I want to give myself some time, let you guys go early, so that way Pandora and Henwin don't have to do a forest walk.
Spookiness.
Yeah,
Alright.
do a little, yeah. So
Good.
see you
Hey,
guys next.
Nick.
Boy.
I'm gonna stop streaming then.
Did I get any experience for